Hey guys, Michelle here. So it is my 1 week down, and after getting back on the keto wagon, obviously. So I just wanted to kind of share the things that I've done differently this week, or this time around on this journey, and things that I've learned from the last time when I failed or fell off the wagon. So and I think it's really important because I learned a lot, and I've noticed this time around there's just a different mindset regarding my journey. So the biggest thing that I did not do this time was weigh myself. I didn't get on the scale. I kind of have an idea of how much I weigh because of the last time I went to see my doctor. So I know about that average. I know my starting weight was 410. I got down, I think to the lowest I remember was 387. And then that's when I fell off, and then I got back on, and I think my average was around 392. But this time starting out, I didn't weigh myself, and I'm not going to weigh myself. I'm going to do monthly weigh-ins. So that way I know, but I'm really going to be paying attention more to how I feel and how my clothes are fitting. And right now, with the size that I am, I'm not going to really notice that off, right away. So, I'm just going to be okay with it. I'm recognizing that this time around, it is going to be a journey, and it's going to be a complete lifestyle change. And I've known that before, but this time around, I'm not trying to obsess over the scale, and if I didn't lose, then I'd get really discouraged, and that's what happened last time. The first week, bam, it was like 10 pounds lost. Second week, I didn't lose anything, and then I'm like, what am I doing this for, So I'm not going to do that this time. And then also this first week, that what I did was I just did easy keto. I know that I can't have more than 20 carbs a week. So I kind of known that just because of the last time that I was on keto. So easy week for me is basically omelets and avocados and meats and eggs. And I really kind of stuck with that. It wasn't too elaborate, I guess. You could check out my Instagram, Michelle Wellness, and you could see the recipes and stuff that I post and the things that I do eat. I'm also doing intermittent fasting because you're only allowed 20 carbs, and I kind of love my carbs. I only eat 2 meals a day with a snack. So I do right now, currently I'm at 18-6, which means 18 hours that I fast and 6-hour windows when I eat. So I usually eat around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I stop eating around 7. But I never eat past 7, honestly. I usually have my breakfast at 2 o'clock, and that usually consists of a 3-egg omelet and a half of an avocado with and I usually have bacon and mushrooms inside my omelet. And then I'll have a really good dinner. And that's just kind of what I'm doing. But for easy week, I was super, super simple. I boiled a dozen hard-boiled eggs, so I had that as on a go for me. As just a to-go snack, I had salami and pepperoni, little circle things, what are those called? Little whatever. But I have those. And avocado. I literally eat an avocado a day. It helps with the potassium. It's so great for when you're first starting keto and you're getting those muscle aches and stuff like that. So that's been super helpful. So yeah, that's kind of what my easy week consists of. Super simple. And just recognize, I don't even track in my Fitness Pal my first week. I'm just getting off of sugar, and I'm getting off my old routine, so I didn't want to overwhelm myself. And honestly, it worked really great. I'm actually in day 11. Now I'm running a little bit late on my week video, but it's been super, super great. The other thing around that I've recognized in myself and in this journey is that it is a food addiction. It's not that, and I was an addict before when it came to painkillers. Was honestly my drug of choice that I did for the longest time because it was so easy for me to get. So I'm going around this time recognizing that it is an addiction and what I need to do in order to overcome those things, right? So Overeaters Anonymous is a fantastic program that centers your food addiction over the 12-step program. And I really like that layout. When I detoxed off of drugs, I just did it on my own, and thankfully I was introduced to an amazing church that continued to help me as I was becoming sober. This time around, I just really want to do the 12 steps and see where that's at. So, and there's meetings seriously a few times a day, all days of the week. So, and they're pretty much everywhere. So if you find one, and you don't have to be obese. Like when I went into my first class, I was the biggest girl there, and I'm like, I'm not even that big, but I am, but I'm not. And I don't know, in my mind, I just thought that everybody was going to be really big, and it's not. Like, you don't have to be big to have an eating disorder. Like, so yeah, don't feel intimidated if you're like the smallest person there. So yeah, so I super recommend that. And then lastly, this time around, what I've recognized that I really need to work on in order to stay on this journey, because it is a journey and it is for a long period of time, it's for the rest of your life. Like, I know that I'm not going to be able to eat keto and lose a bunch of weight and then go back to the way that I am, and or like the diet that I was eating. And honestly, I don't even want to. There's like a sort of pride that I'm finding in myself that I'm eating differently than the main people. Like, I'm eating healthier and I'm fueling my body, and I literally feel so much better. Like, I'm only 11 days in, and I feel really great. Also because I know that, like, it's all in your mind as well as the food that you eat. So as you're getting like physically strong, I really feel, and I really encourage people to get mentally strong. And for me, that is church, and that is praying, and that is meditating. And to everybody else, that could be something completely different. But I do believe that with a struggle like this and losing weight, that we do need to find something above us, higher than us. And we need to really work on our mental stability when it comes to that, because addiction is addiction. And like I said before, like, my addiction is just more socially acceptable than me shooting up heroin. So, but like, I still, like, I don't know, I got really deep in it, but like, my obesity affects my son. My obesity affects the relationships I have with my friends. My obesity affects my mental well-being. Like, I don't feel happy, and I don't feel proud of myself because of just the body that I'm in. I'm feeling, I don't know, a lot of same feelings were the same as when I was an addict. So yeah, so that's the switch. So those are the 4 things that I'm doing different this time around. And honestly, guys, like, I feel so great. Like, I really do. I notice that everybody talks about like this switch, and all of a sudden, and I'm there. Like, I haven't craved anything. My mind is in this, and I'm really stoked. And I have a lot of cool, I don't know, I just have a lot of cool goals and things that I'm working towards. And life is still hard. Life's still how it was, a month ago. But it's where your mind is, and going that route. So anyways, those are the 4 things that I've done this time around. So if you're on keto, or just thinking about getting on keto, or just wanting to change your lifestyle and to try something new, and no matter what type of diet program that you're trying to be on, or lifestyle change you're trying to do, those are some things that helped me. No more scale. Once a month, just because maybe I'm curious. But even then, I probably won't, honestly, because there's people that are on a ketogenic lifestyle, and they had like a 9-week stall. And she kept strong. And this lady looks amazing after 6 months. Could you imagine, like, 2 of those months you weren't losing any weight? Like, that takes some dedication to stick to that, right? So yeah, there's a lot of things going on, but I'm really happy. I'm in a really great place in my life, spiritually and physically. And I'm getting geared up to start selling all my stuff so I could move to the sunny state. So yeah, big changes, but I hope that was helpful for you. And Again, you can follow my Instagram if you want to see any recipes and what I eat as I'm doing keto and intermittent fasting. And yeah, and as always, I'm here for you guys. If you ever have any questions or just need to vent or need help with ideas, whatever I've learned in my past 33 years of being obese, I would gladly like to share with you, because we're all in this together and there's room for all of us to be successful and be the happiest we could be. So until next week, and I'll share some more tips and tricks and the things that I've done and go from there. So keep calm and keto on, guys. Have a good one. Bye.